Wow, way better roll. Way better.
Like, love it. I'm like, ready?
Okay. This is Haley. And this is Bailey. And you're listening to Text Me When You Land. I am so excited for spring and summer, and I feel like you look so summery right now. This hairdo, I love it. I've actually been thinking about trying to crimp my hair. I don't think I've ever really done it. And the purple and the pink, it's making me so excited. Just
I know.
all
I
of the
really
summer
love
looks.
my summer clothes. And this is like my transitional stuff, even though I wear it all summer, but it's like a sweater. So it's still kind of chilly, even though today is supposed to be like 79 degrees. I'm like, oh,
It's so
yes.
nice. It
It's
feels like summer.
beautiful. I know. I'm so
This
hyped.
weekend, I was like, why does it feel like summer just outside? I'm like, it just feels like it. It's so nice, and I'm so excited for it. That's all. That's it.
That's
I'm just
it.
so excited.
It just
That's
needs to
all.
be summer now. I was thinking about how I loved winter until I didn't really understand what seasonal depression was until I like looked it up. I thought it was just because people were sad because the holidays were over, which can contribute to it. But it's because of the lack of the sun exposure. And so it's like a thing. Like I get so
I could not live somewhere it
lazy.
rained or
Yes,
snowed all
I
the
like
time. I would be so lazy. I not lazy, but I have a hard
depressed.
time.
It's
Yeah,
like
like I get in
depressing.
a
I'm like
yeah.
sad. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I just feel like I'm not as motivated when it's sunny days. Like I'm more happy and just like I want to get up and get going. Like my windows are open. I love having my windows open. So it is a double-edged sword because we live where it's really freaking hot. So when it gets too hot, I'm like,
Yeah, it gets hot here. It gets super hot.
yeah. And I mean, I don't get how people like Bryce's family lives in Seattle. And I'm like, how? How? Like,
Yeah, I could not. That's one thing for me is I'm like I could not live somewhere where it snows and rains all the time. I would just be so bummed and down all the time, I feel like.
yeah. I my aunt used to live in Portland and she told me that for seasonal depression, which now knowing what that means now makes more sense. She would and her family would go to tanning beds because of the vitamin D from the sun and also it would help their like brain with the
Mhm.
serotonin levels and
But
feeling like
isn't
more
tanning
up.
beds really not?
Yeah, I'm like, but
Okay.
that's
I
like
just we
there's like
didn't
a
dive into that. I was just curious.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
that's the
no.
thing. Like, I was thinking, I'm like, I love tanning, but I can't do it often. I like to tan, like go to like a tanning bed before a vacation in the sun because otherwise I'll just burn when I get there. I know that
But
there's a
those
lot
are
of
really not
controversy.
yeah, I know. I was gonna
And
say
they're
that,
really
but like I'm
bad, but I don't
they're
do it.
so
I really only do it before like I go to Hawaii or like the
just
Bahamas
to
or
get
stuff
like
like
a
that,
because then you
like a
burn.
base. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Other than that, then I'll just do like tanning lotion, foams, stuff like that. But when Bryce and I went before we went to Hawaii, this is actually when before we met that
Yeah, right
same
before we
trip.
met. Okay, yeah.
It was like a month before, and they had it up to level 10. And Bryce is like, you should probably start on like a 1 or 2 for your first time. And I was like, I'll just do a level 6 or 7 for 6 to 7 minutes. And Bryce is like, I'm only gonna do 5 minutes at a level 2. I was like,
Friends
okay.
episode, here we come.
I literally burned so bad. My back was peeling. It hurt. My whole body was like a tomato. It was awful. And then I had to wait like weeks before I could even go back because of the like peeling and the nastiness of it all. It just backfired. So I was like, if you're ever going to start tanning, which please be careful, it's just like you get fried.
Yeah. I honestly love self tanners so much, and I found a cleaner one, and I love how it goes on. It's not orange, and even if you like mess up like a little spot, I feel like it's such a gradual tan that it's easy to fix when it does. And I started tanning this week, and I feel like a new person. And maybe it was like that was last week, but whatever. I feel like a new person, and I just feel like if you can like gradually do it, that's something I definitely want to do this summer. Is just kind of keep that base the whole time because I honestly don't love tanning. Like I like the feeling and like it's such a nice thing to do, but I know it's so not good for our skin that I try not to do it that much. And I'd rather just have a nice base and then be able to, go out in the sun and not always worry about getting a tan or getting burnt or whatever it
That's
is.
so smart. I love that you said you use a non-toxic product because I used to use this brand called Bolly Body. I love it. It smells so good, but it's like full of crap. And our skin is our biggest organ, so it absorbs stuff so easily, and like that goes straight into us. So I've tried to stay away from like those toxic brands, and I switched to the one that you recommended, which was
Yeah.
the Lux Unfiltered, right?
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
found another one called Beauty by Earth, or I think that's what it
Okay.
is. It's a
Yeah.
foam one. So yours is a
Oh,
lotion one,
nice.
and this is a
Yeah.
foam one. So it's good to have like both. And I use the oil drops you use.
Oh, yeah.
Love those.
They're
They're so nice
amazing.
and they
It's
smell good.
so it smells good and it doesn't look like obviously that you tanned. I feel like right now my
Yeah, it's
lighting's
very
really weird in
natural.
here, so you cannot tell that
You can
but
tell I am the Bailey's before and she is
yeah.
the
I feel
after.
I feel like I look like, I don't know, weird color right now, so I'm like, "Don't base it off this." But I do feel like it just goes on natural, and you can put it on and you wait 5 minutes, and then you can wear clothes. It doesn't come off on your clothes. That's my favorite part because I hate when it gets everywhere.
Mhm. Okay, that's the thing I've like had a really hard time with is that with self tanners, they like rub off on
This
my
one
clothes.
doesn't. Did yours?
Yeah, it does.
Really? I haven't
Yeah.
had it come off at all.
Really? Like,
No.
even on the collars?
No, I don't think so.
Do you
I wear
wear that
pretty
stuff repeatedly, though?
what do you mean?
Like, if
I
you wore a
usually wear like
jacket
a
a couple
I'll
days in a row?
usually oh,
Or
maybe
like a
I no, I've
sports
never had
bra?
it oh, no, I've never had it come off, like, once it's especially once it's
I
dry,
mean,
no.
if it did come off, it's very faint, and it came off my clothes just fine. But, like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
worried about my
interesting.
bedding. Like,
Mine hasn't gone on my bedding. I actually did a tan and got right in bed, and I checked the next morning, and there was nothing on it. It's
okay,
so
I'll
interesting.
report back at the end of the
Do you
summer
let it
because I'm gonna do
dry?
it yeah, I'll do it consistently and also
Yeah,
wash
and
it
then you
off in the
can
morning and stuff like
yeah.
that.
I
And
mean,
then
sometime I'm sure it's come off. I don't know. You definitely have to figure it out. I feel like I'm always playing. I feel like I'm not consistent with tanning, and I want to be this year. I feel like I feel so much better when I have a nice little tan on, like the cream not going out and tanning.
yes, I love it. There are so many learning curves to tanning too. I could
I
really
know.
get dive
Oh my
deep
gosh,
into.
yeah. So I did it the other day. Now it's all like blended in, but I did it the other day and I washed my hands, but I didn't scrub them. And then my palms were just tan, and I was like, "Well, that was an accident." And it came off in a day, so that
Ew.
was fine. But I was like, "That was yeah." I was being a little rushed.
My niece didn't use a tanning glove when she had the foam,
Oh yeah.
um, and her hands were always orange, and I was like, "Girl, you need a mitt, like, you need a mitt, and it will go on so much better if you have a mitt." And so I got her one for her birthday. She's like, "Thank you, I really needed this." I'm like, "You really it's a game changer. Like, if you're gonna do it, you need to do it right." I've never done a tanning, like, spray or, like, go to a
Oh,
place,
I
though.
have. Oh,
They
I like
scare
those too.
me. I'm
I went to
scared,
a
like, from
I
Ross from Friends.
oh, I know. I go to this really I'll take you one time. Go to this place near me and it's like more natural and they do a really good job
It
and
is
I'll take you.
natural?
It's beets, I think.
Like the vegetable or fruit? Is that a fruit
Yeah.
or a vegetable?
I think it's a vegetable.
I think it's a root. What's the name of the place?
I know. Well, that's what I was just looking for, but I can't remember. Let me see. Sugared and bronzed.
Sugared and bronze. Alright.
They do sugaring there too. I do not do
Isn't
that.
that a type of waxing?
Yeah, I do not do that. This was actually something me and my mom went to get a tan, and we were both like, "How bad is this for us?" Like we kind of were like, "Hmm." And we did look at it and we were like, "Okay, it's not like the place we were going." We both were like, "Okay, we don't feel bad." You know what I mean? Like going to it, we know it's not like a lot of chemicals. I just can't remember. It was pretty. I think it was like we both were like, "Wow, shocked how little things were in that one." So it was good. But
That's good to
I
know,
didn't.
'cause
I
that's
was
literally
trying
been
to
my
find it
only
online
hesitation
and
about it is because I'm like,
couldn't
I don't know
find.
what the heck they're spraying on my body.
Yeah, I mean, look into this. I obviously need to dive into it more. I didn't. We just like looked when we walked in, which I should dive into it more. I think I've done it like 3 whole times. It's not like I'm doing it all the time to
Yeah,
know it's going to affect me that much.
that's good to know. So, question, this is kinda changed the topic a little bit with tans, come swimsuits. So, one pieces have definitely made a comeback, which I'm like, have mercy, thank heavens, because back when I was in high school, if you were caught in a one piece, it was like you are weird and you can't hang out with us kind of a vibe. Like, and I was not really into bikinis at that time, so I was definitely the weirdo. And so I'm like, gosh dang it. I had like the cute little high rise, what is it? bikini ones, but I'm like so thrilled to see that one pieces are back. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wear bikinis now, but I'm just like, oh my gosh. So do you have a preference on one pieces, two pieces, high rise? What
I've
are
never
those
done high
ones?
rise. I do not like how which is funny because I like jeans, but I haven't found any bathing suit that I really like high rise. I have a few one pieces, but they're definitely like sexier one pieces. Like I feel like it's like a tiny bottom and like the whole back is open. So I don't
Well,
know if it really
honestly, even if it's
counts.
not
Like
designed to be sexy, I mean, these
I mean
one
bathing
pieces
suits are
nowadays are
yeah.
going to be like, it's
Yeah.
all booty. Like,
Yeah.
whether you
No,
have a
for
booty or
sure.
not, if you have a booty, your booty's out there. But
Yeah.
like, swimsuits are just, that's just how they're made nowadays.
Yeah. I
I
think
saw,
I like two pieces more, but I have a few one pieces that I just really love the style and they're fun to wear and
yeah.
style.
I saw someone freaking out about baby swimsuits that had like cutouts in the sides. It was just like a one piece with cutouts, and people are like, "Why is that even necessary?" And I'm like, "It's cute. Why are you
It's
being
all
weird
about the
about this?"
style.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, They're cute." I'm like, "They're just so
Yeah.
tiny." I'm like,
It's
why
so
can't they make
cute.
that in my size?
Right.
That's
I
fun.
feel
Yeah.
are you excited about summer outfits? Because I feel like that's something I'm actually really excited about.
Yes, I love summer style. It's so I actually just
Right?
ordered a
So
ton of
fun.
new
Oh, really?
pieces, yeah, that are like really
Oh,
colorful and
nice.
fun. They could go like for workouts or for like
Yeah.
around town, but I'm really excited to try them out. They're like dupes from
I
Free People.
oh, nice. Those are always fun. I just started planning my outfits for a few bachelorettes I'm going to, and I'm like, these are so fun and so summery. And I haven't really thought about summer outfits other than that. And then a few trips we have coming up that are more summery. I'm like, this is making me excited just because I have to plan and get them.
Literally,
And you know what I
outfits
mean?
are
It's
like
like giving me
some of the
reason.
best parts of trips, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like they get
Oh,
you
for
so
sure.
excited.
Yeah,
I
for
yeah.
sure.
Have you ever tried out Newly, the clothing rental?
No, I haven't. You do that,
Have you done
right? Do
it?
they?
Paused my last
Oh, okay.
my month membership. I have done it twice now. I didn't really use
Okay.
it the last time when we I used it for Mammoth when we went, but it's a great concept, honestly, if you're looking for like a one-time wear item because it will save you a ton of money, but I really liked it. I mean, it's a good concept. Are you doing anything fun this summer? Any fun trips?
We do have a few fun trips. We're going to Bali, which I'm really,
That's
really
so fun.
excited about.
Do you know
Um,
what the time difference is with Bali?
Yeah, a big time difference. I don't know
It's
exactly
15
what it is.
hours
Wow, I knew it was big.
ahead.
I knew yeah, it's a big time difference. It's a long
So that
travel.
means it's 7:40 AM.
Yeah, it's huge. I've heard it's a really hard time zone to try and coordinate like back home,
Oh,
but
man.
that'll be
That's
a lot of
crazy.
fun.
That'll be
Yeah.
so fun. What are you guys gonna do?
I just started planning this weekend. I talked to a few of our friends that went and gave us a bunch of recommendations. So we started planning. We're going to like 4 or 5 different spots. We're actually meeting a wedding party there because we're going for a wedding, for a friend's wedding. So one week we're doing just Ev and I, and we're gonna do like a bunch of trips and like a week of the a week in Bali, and then one week is with the wedding party, and we have like activities planned and different things. So it'll be
That's
fun
so
mix.
fun.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Do you have
That's
any
really cool.
fun summer trips planned right now?
No.
I mean, I don't know if we would either if it wasn't for like that. You know, I feel like
Yeah.
we're kind of
Our trips
advanced
are
in our
very
planning right now.
spontaneous. There's this one trip that I really wanna do for my birthday, in Coeur d'Alene that we like to do. I'm really, like we didn't do it last year because we were doing all my treatments for my endo stuff, and so I was like, we were living in a hotel, let's just veto that trip, we're living in, a hotel, probably should wait on that. And so I was like, we're going this year. It's like such a fun place. We go boating and jet skiing, and I love it. It's such a fun little escape. I remember someone asked me, they're like, where is this? Is this even in the United States? I'm like, yes, yes, this is in the United States. It doesn't look like it though from like that perspective. It's kind of fun.
That's so fun though. It's fun when you find places like that. And I feel like there's always so many places to explore and go. And
Hmm.
I definitely want to do some RV trips this
I was gonna
summer.
say, didn't you guys want to go to Lake Powell?
We'd love to do that, but we are not planned enough. So we'll see if that comes together. We have a few. I feel like the next 3 months are pretty booked. I like go to Cabo in Arizona and then Bali. That's a mix up of it. But June and July are pretty open. So maybe we'll get some planning in there.
Yeah, we should do something. That'd be super fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be so fun. Summer trip. I'm
Really,
ready for
really
summer.
vibing like a summer trip. Like Hawaii could be fun. We've talked about
Hawaii
that.
is my
Hawaii would be
favorite.
fun.
I love Hawaii.
I know. I'm wondering what it's like with the whole situation with Lahaina.
Oh,
Wasn't
I
that like
know.
a year ago?
Was it that long ago already? Wow,
Yeah,
it feels so recent. It's
I
so
know.
sad.
It was
I am
something like
yeah, I've
that.
heard that people are going back and traveling there, and I just don't know
I
exactly
think
what
it
it's
wasn't
like
even a
in.
year ago because my brother wasn't even married a year ago, and they honeymooned there, and they were in Lahaina, and
Oh, they
so
were.
yeah, and it
Oh,
wasn't.
before.
Yeah, yeah. So it's March. I keep thinking it's later. I'm like, it's May. I
I
keep thinking
know.
it's
I'm,
May.
like, shocked it's only I mean, it feels quick, but it also feels slow. I'm like, "What?"
Right, right. When you go to Nashville, what's the weather like there? Is it summery, sunny? Is it cloudy? What I mean,
Right now?
I've no over the summer.
Oh, summer? Yeah, no. They have I feel like they have 4 seasons, like, not like here. Like, not that everyone doesn't, but they have, like, snow, and summer is,
Which is
like we'll
interesting.
have
I
a
feel like I really wouldn't picture that
not like
a
not
snowy
snow where you can
place.
go snowboarding, but, like,
It
snow sticks
snows.
to the ground and you have a few days of it. And then spring is super beautiful and so nice. Summer is hot and humid and rainstorms, but it's nice. But
I hear
spring, I
they
would
get
say, is the
tornadoes.
best. Yes, there are tornadoes. Yes, but
I could not.
knock on wood.
There's like this reel going around right now. I mean, I've seen it before, but it's like we don't have hurricanes, we don't have earthquakes, we don't have tornadoes, we don't have alligators, we don't have earthquakes. And it's like they're brushing off their snow car and they're just getting it off. And I'm like, we don't have earthquakes, we don't have hurricanes, we don't have alligators, we don't have tornadoes. I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, that's definitely one of the options. I remember I told Bryce with June because when we first moved to California, within the first few months there was an earthquake and it happened in June when we first moved to California. And then the following year, another one happened in June. And so I told him, I was like, it's earthquake season. He's like, it's not, that's not a thing. That is not a thing. I'm like, it's a thing. But it didn't happen last year. So I was like, fingers
Isn't
crossed.
it that usually when there's an earthquake, it feels like super like still outside right before? There's like this. Have you heard of this? It's not like weather actually, but there's like a feeling.
I don't know. Look it up. I'm curious about it because maybe earthquake season is a thing. I mean, I don't question it. I could see that.
I
Like
mean,
I
I don't know if it's a thing or if it's just like my friends, like people have just said it around me where it's like,
yeah.
wow, like right before that earthquake, it felt like very still outside or it felt very whatever it is. I don't know saying.
How earthquakes make the ground go boom.
I'm probably butchering this and it's like not I'm not explaining it right at all, but it's
Oh,
right.
I believe that. I mean, it's a thing. I mean, I'm curious how each season is affected different. Like we were talking about in a podcast or so ago, that Australia's summer is our winter. And I think that's so interesting because how does that change then the holidays? Like they're so used to having Christmas in their summer, but then our Christmas is at winter, but yet all of the movies are based in the winter, but yet do they have their own Christmas movies that are summery? I think well, it's funny, going back to the earthquake thing, what I do is I'll look at like a very sensitive object, like a bottle of water or like my chandelier, and every day I'll always think there's some sort of earthquake and I'll check just an object to
And
see if
yeah,
it's
you'd always check like
moving.
a chandelier or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something that's very, like, easy to move in movement, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm not losing my mind." I remember when I would shower, though, when we first moved here, I'd have a water bottle full, and I'd put it on my dresser, and I would make sure I could see it when I'm showering because I was so paranoid about it, and I was like, "Alright, I can." Yeah, I was like, "What do you do if you're in the shower and then an earthquake happens?" Like, I'm naked, like, do I mean, no one cares about if you're naked and there's an earthquake, but like, I'm just saying, like that was totally not related to our summer plans at all, and I hope it's
No, but
not
that's all
related to
right.
our summer
Yeah,
plans,
it's not
but
related to our
hey,
plans.
weather, it is what it is. Anyways, I was talking about how Australia with the whole
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's crazy just how, like, the date
It's
lines and, like
so crazy. Yeah, it is such an interesting concept because I've never been to Australia, so I don't I feel like you kinda have to go and experience it to fully understand. Like, be
experience it.
like, "Wow." Yeah, like, just experience it.
Yeah. Um, well, we can definitely link all the products we were talking about with, like, the tanning stuff and maybe some of our fun, like, places we like to shop and get our clothes for summer. If you're looking for recommendations, we can definitely post those in the links below. Let us know some of your favorite tanning products you like to use, or if you're looking for recommendations for summer outfits, we can let you know and let us know. We're always looking for new outfits and colors and different trends to try. So let us know, and we will catch you next time.